So recently we had the opportunity to tour the last operational World War II battleship. Now, World War II was not in my plans to study this year. We're gonna kind of discuss timelines and wars that took place in timelines, but we weren't really gonna dig into it. But this battleship is just kind of something I felt like was more of a once in a lifetime thing in the ages my kids were in, for them to really get into and put their hands on and walk the footsteps that these men and women that served our country and fought for our freedom and so many other people's freedom. This was just something I couldn't pass up. So what we did was hit the pause button on our curriculum that I had planned on for the school year, and I put together a little mini World War II unit study that I'm going to share with you guys. So this battleship was the USS LST 325, and it was at Normandy on D-Day. And stepping into this battleship was surreal. It was so emotional, and my kids kept asking me what was wrong with me, because walking through something like that is just so powerful. And the pictures they had of the soldiers and the stories that the men there told us, and seeing veterans, World War II veterans, step onto this ship when everybody else had just stopped and stood and either saluted them or applauded them, was very emotional. So I'm super, super happy that we got to experience something like that. My kids got to see that and really, really get a feeling of sacrifices that were made and really what people went through during wartime. So I am going to show you guys that footage. I tried to film in there, but it was really echoey, so I'm probably just gonna stick with the pictures of it, but they were really powerful pictures, and show you guys the unit study that we are doing along with that. So you see why it's something that I could not pass up. It's just something that we had to do, and I had to put something together, even if it was last minute, even if it wasn't as thorough as I would hope it to be. I'm gonna do the best I can with it. We haven't gotten super into this unit study yet. We've started it, but we've had some things happen around our home that we've had to kind of take an unexpected break with our homeschooling, which I will go over in another video. But I want to show you what we are going to do with this. Now, this is a lap book that I printed out off of, what was it? Tina's Homeschool Dynamic Plus. And there's two versions of this lap book. There's one that has like all the answers filled into it, and then there's one that's blank that you can use to have your kids kind of do their research and fill it in. And I printed out both. It is free, totally free, and I printed it out in color. and it's just beautiful and I love it. So this is what we're gonna do. Because I am doing this as a family unit study, I printed out everything. Now I am not going to go over a lot of the gruesome stuff that my 7 and 8-year-old and 4-year-old are way too young to be able to handle, like the Holocaust. I'm not gonna go through all that, but my 8th grader is learning about it, and he is currently reading the Diary of Anne Frank. So, in combination of that, this is the lap book, and it comes with super simple, easy to follow directions. You just cut them out and put them together. And you see it's got all the quick facts here. Information about Anne Frank. It's a little book that you kind of put together. There's a few pages in there. And then you just glue in there. That one's coming out. Staples would probably be smarter. And then information about Pearl Harbor, Manhattan Project, causes of World War II. What else is in here? Oh, life during the war. This is something that we are going over in the Great Depression with my younger ones. Okay, the Great Depression. And then some more information, political information. And then this is an area for vocabulary words, which is really cute. You see that? And then on the back it's got a basic definition of that, of each of the words. So that's how we're doing for everybody. That's just kind of what we're going through and studying and reading. We've done it once or twice with my younger ones, gone through a little more with my oldest. And when everything is done, when the study is totally done, then he will go through, and it'll kind of be like his little test on World War II. He'll go through and he will fill out what's blank for him to fill out on that side. So it's just, what I did here is take two, in case you're not familiar with lap books, take two of these file folders and you fold them together in towards the seam, and then you just glue them together. And they're super easy to make. The hard part is cutting everything out, to be honest. The other thing that I'm pairing with that study is the information that's in this American history book. Now, when I saw these world history, all of these everything you need to know books that I showed in a curriculum hall video, I looked at the world history one and I said, no, we're gonna do more American history this year. So I'm just gonna get the American history book. I'm really kicking myself now. And when I went back to go get the world history book, it was gone. But looking in here, there actually is quite a bit of information about World War II and America's part in it. So we are studying that. There's probably, let's see how many pages in here. So you can see in here, units 7, 8, and 9 cover parts of World War II, and they cover quite a bit. They cover a lot of things that that unit study does not cover. So it's kind of thrown together. I mean, I found out about that ship the day we went, and we were on our way to occupational therapy, and when we finished there, we drove almost 2 hours to go there to go see this ship. Now this ship does dock in Indiana. I don't remember the information, but if I can, look it up and I will link everything below. So if you live somewhere in Indiana, Illinois area, and this is something that you want to go experience, it is there all the time. Every once in a while, I want to say, I can't remember if they said every 5 years or every 10 years, they do a tour down the Mississippi River, and that's what we got to go experience. They have several points down the Mississippi that they do, pretty much, I want to say, just down Illinois. So if you are interested in that, definitely check that out. Try and click the link. But again, it was the USS LST 325 was the name of the ship. It is the last operational battleship there is that participated in World War II. Big chunk of our history, and it was amazing. Probably the best living history unit study that we've ever done, and it was super throw together. It was free also, so big bonus to that. And I think it's something that will definitely stick with me, and I hope that will stick with my kids forever, or at least a really long time. So I hope you guys liked this video. Hope it was helpful. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And if you haven't done it yet, I want to invite you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell next to it. It really does help this channel grow, and we really appreciate all the subscribers. I really enjoy getting to know you guys and talking in the comments. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.